at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. McCaffrey following the penalty. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. Slam, slam, slam. 5.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
We're pretty quiet, Dave.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Complete to Wright. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, Newton, and that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers, Olsen. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third and long, it's Tannehill. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, baby!
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
A second down run with Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Newton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's taken... Down inside the 30.
17 more yards. That's good.
Here we go. 55.
First
He can't hit.
at the 29.
He's not going to get me. Quick the edge. 20.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action, it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They turn to Scarlett again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They try again with Lewis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
61, match box right.
Play action, it's Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Cameron Batson, touchdown Tennessee.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Tannehill. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Henry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Today,